Hello everyone and welcome back to the VFA Global Cup. Today we're doing something a little bit different. Qualification round 1 is complete, 32 clubs have survived, and now it is the time for the qualification round 2 draw. In this round, the winners from Q1 will face the clubs that enter directly in round 2. So on one side we have the 32 unseeded clubs, or the teams that fought their way through qualification round 1, and on the other side we have the 32 seeded clubs, teams from the 6 highest ranked leagues in the coefficient table. That means 6 clubs from England, 6 clubs from Italy, 5 from Spain, 5 from Germany, 5 from Portugal, and 5 clubs from Turkey. The format is simple. One unseeded club will be drawn against one seeded club. That gives us 32 matches in qualification round 2. The winners will move on to the playoff round where the elite seeded clubs are waiting. Just like in Q1, all matches will be played at a neutral venue. This time the stadium will be slightly bigger, Crown Lane, one of the fictional stadiums in AFC 26. There's no home advantage, there's no away advantage. The matches will be played on legendary difficulty 4 minutes per half with random weather and the same settings for every game. For the uploaded schedule, I will post 2 matches per day as shorts, reels and TikToks. Then every 2 days, I will upload one extended highlights video on YouTube with 4 matches included in each one. So that's the plan for Q2. Now let's get into the draw. Okay, let's see. So the first club drawn is Hajduk Split. Hajduk were the first club to qualify from Q1 and now they get a very difficult opponent, Newcastle United. That's a huge test for Hajduk right away. Next up we have HJK Helsinki. Helsinki produced one of the biggest surprises in Q1. They will play SS Lazio. That's going to be a very tough match for Helsinki. The next club is Malmö FF. Malmö beat Midtjylland in round 1 and now they will face VfB Stuttgart, a Swedish side against a German side. Next up we have Panathinaikos. The Greek club survived Viking FK in Q1 and their opponent in round 2 will be Famalicão from Portugal. This one feels like a pretty balanced matchup to me. Next up is Olympique Lyonnais. Lyon beat FCSB in Q1 and in round 2 they will face Trabzonspor. That could actually be one of the stronger ties of this round. Next club drawn is Minnesota United. Minnesota survived that crazy penalty shootout against John Book and now they will play FC Arouca from Portugal. Not the biggest name matchup, but this could be close. Next up is RB Salzburg. Salzburg looked very good against Al Ain, but now they get one of the biggest clubs entering this round, Chelsea. Next club is gonna be Dinamo Kiev. Dinamo knocked out LAFC in Q1 and now they will face Eintracht Frankfurt. Next up is Hearts. Hearts knocked out Feyenoord, which was one of the biggest shocks of round 1, and in round 2 they will play Rayo Vallecano. Next club drawn is SK Rapid Vienna. Rapid already played a preliminary match, then won a thriller against Victoria Plzen, and they will face Bologna. That is another tough Italian opponent in the draw. Next up we have FC Basel. Basel knocked out LOSC Lille, the strongest rated club in Q1. Their round 2 opponent will be Samsunspor. This could be a very interesting one. Next up we have Rangers. Rangers got through round 1 with a 1-0 win over Legia Warsaw. They will face Real Betis. Next up we have BSC Young Boys. They beat Karabag in Q1 and now they will face Kocaelispor from Turkey. Next club drawn is Al Qadsiya. They went through after extra time in round 1 and now they will get Besiktas. Saudi Arabia against Turkey. This one should be really fun. Next up we have Jagiellonia. They survived Servette on penalties in Q1 and their opponent in round 2 will be Como, an Italian side against a Polish side. Next up we have Inter Miami. Miami beat MacArthur in round 1, and now they will play against Crystal Palace. That is a really interesting one. Next up, we have Hammarby. Hammarby beat Belgrano 2-0 in Q1 with Abraham scoring twice, and in round 2 they will face Nottingham Forest. Let's see, next club drawn is River Plate. River were one of the most impressive teams in Q1. They will face Tottenham Hotspur. That is probably one of the standout matches of the entire round. Next up, we have Neom SC. Neom knocked out Club Brugge in Q1, and their opponent in round 2 will be AS Roma. Next up, we have Royal Union. They survived Aberdeen after a dramatic 2-2 draw and the penalty shootouts, and now they will play Hoffenheim. This one looks pretty even based on ratings, so it could be a pretty good match. Next up, we have Genk. Genk shocked AS Monaco with a 2-0 win in round 1, and now they will face Mainz from Germany. Next club drawn is FC Seoul. FC Seoul produced a huge 3-0 win over PAOK in Q1, and their opponent in round 2 will be Gil Vicente. Next up, we have Dinamo Zagreb. So Dinamo beat Lugano 2-0 in round 1, and now in round 2 they will face FC Porto. Next club we have is FC Copenhagen. So they beat Racing Club 2-0 in Q1, and now they face Atalanta. So that is another really strong matchup, Italian side against Danish side. Next up we have Ajax. So Ajax survived a crazy game against Buriram United, winning 3-2 late on, and in round 2 they will play Braga. So Ajax against Braga should be one of the most interesting games in this round. Next up, the club that's drawn is going to be Dinamo Bucuresti. They came through a preliminary match, they won again in round 1, so their run is already pretty cool, and they will face Athletic Club Bilbao. That is probably their hardest test so far. Next up we have Bodø Glimt. They beat Hibernian 2-0 in Q1, and now they will face Napoli. That's a huge challenge for the Norwegian side. Next club is AZ Alkmaar. So AZ beat Apoel 2-0 in round 1, and their opponent in round 2 will be Real Sociedad, Dutch side against Spanish side. Next up we have Al Ahly. They beat Mohun Bagan in round 1, and now they get Aston Villa. That is a very tough draw, but Al Ahly do have quality. Next club drawn is Rosenborg. Rosenborg beat Universidad Católica 1-0 in Q1, and their opponent in round 2 will be Villarreal, another very difficult Spanish opponent. We have 2 matches left. Next up is Stade Rennais. In round 2 they will face RB Leipzig. Okay, that's a really strong matchup. And the final match will be Estudiantes, which beat Lech Poznan late in the match in round 1, and their opponent will be Başak Şehir, and that completes the qualification round 2 draw. So that's it. We have 32 matches set for qualification round 2. The level is definitely going up now. We have Premier League clubs, Serie A clubs, La Liga, Bundesliga, Portuguese clubs, Turkish clubs, and the 32 teams that already survived round 1. Some of these ties look extremely difficult. So Hajduk split against Newcastle, RB Salzburg against Chelsea, River Plate against Tottenham, Neom against Roma, Dinamo Zagreb against Porto, Ajax against Braga, Bodø Glimt against Napoli. Those are some really interesting matchups, and like we saw in qualification round 1, ratings do not guarantee anything. River Plate destroyed Shamrock Rovers 4-0, but then Lyon only beat FCSB 1-0. Basel knocked out Lille, Genk knocked out Monaco, Hearts knocked out Feyenoord, FC Seoul destroyed PAOK. So yeah, the stronger teams usually have the advantage, but EAFC can be pretty weird sometimes. And honestly, that is what makes this tournament fun. Sometimes the favorite wins easily, sometimes the underdog survives. and sometimes the game just gives us something completely random. Qualification Round 2 starts next, 2 matches per day, daily shorts and reels, and extended highlights on YouTube every 2 days. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the first match day of Qualification Round 2. Bye bye.